Fox 13 investigates why a dead man's DNA may be the key to solving 100 murders.
100 people.
Yes.
Coming up next, from the station that's got you covered, this is the Fox 13 10 o'clock news.
Good evening, I'm John Wilson.
And I'm Kelly Ring. Well, did a Tampa man whose life came to a violent end take secrets to the grave? Secrets involving dozens of unsolved murders. Fox 13 investigative reporter Doug Smith tells us why DNA evidence may help unravel the crimes of a serial killer.
New Year's Eve 2005, the SWAT team moves in on this West Tampa home, where this man holds his wife and stepdaughter hostage. But as they close in on the house, Michael Nicholaou opens fire, turning the gun on his wife, stepdaughter, and then himself.
This is a very shock because this has never happened around here. Never happened around here.
Quiet neighborhood?
Quiet, very quiet neighborhood.
Neighbors weren't the only ones who were shocked. Lynn-Marie, a private investigator in St. Petersburg, had been tracking him for some time.
When Michael Nicholaou killed himself, you believe he took with him a lot of secrets?
Absolutely.
Cardi specializes in finding lost family members. She was hired to track down Nicholaou's first wife, Michelle, but uncovered his dark, secret past. Long before Nicholaou's fatal act in Tampa, back in the 80s, he had another life in Holyoke, Massachusetts. He lived here with his first family, Michelle and their 2 children. But in December of 1988, Michelle disappeared, never to be seen again. Nicholaou and the kids left town.
The factors surrounding this case are suspicious, and Michael's actions are suspect.
To this day, it's a case detectives never closed, as Cardi spent the next few years piecing together Michael Nicholaou's life, the places he lived, the people he met. A sinister picture emerged. It seems to Cardi, each time Nicholaou moved, women would disappear.
This has gone far beyond ever being a coincidence.
In the 80s, during a time Nicholaou lived in New England, a serial killer terrorized women along the New Hampshire-Vermont state line. 6 women abducted, brutally stabbed, and left for dead in the Connecticut River Valley. But one survived.
I will never forget that. Never.
Jane Borowski remembers the night in 1988 when in the parking lot of this store, she was pulled from her car by a man with a knife and stabbed 27 times. She will never forget his face. Here's the composite sketch police made based on her description at the time. And here's a photo of Michael Nicholaou, remarkably similar. Cardi thought so, and that's why she sent it to this victim.
It was identical. The facial features, the eyes, the hairline. It was Michael Nicholaou that attacked me.
Police in New Hampshire are now taking a new look at the old case. They've contacted the Hillsborough County Medical Examiner's office, which is holding evidence from Nicholaou's autopsy.
We're going to have blood, we'll have bile, we'll have vitreous, we'll have paraffin block embedded tissue.
Evidence held behind this door in Tampa that could open a new door for detectives in New England. But that's not all. The Hillsborough County Medical Examiner has also been contacted by detectives in Central Virginia who want Nicholaou's DNA. In the 80s, a serial killer and rapist brutalized women. Nicholaou, a former pawn shop operator, drifted from state to state, and Cardi sees a strong link to violent crimes just about everywhere Nicholaou lived.
I feel as though it's absolutely imperative that this man is either ruled in or out of so many crimes across the country. If the number was 100, I would not be the least bit surprised.
100 people?
Yes.
Cardi never found Michelle, so there will be no happy reunion for this private eye who makes her living reuniting families. But she believes what she's uncovered about Michael Nicholaou might help the families of these women and many others.
I don't believe in the word closure. I believe in answers that people deserve to have. I've been given this information on a silver platter, basically. Then I feel it's my responsibility to make sure that something is done with it.
While detectives in New Hampshire and Virginia want to get their hands on the evidence held here in Tampa, and the Hillsborough County Medical Examiner's office is willing to help, It's not that simple. Before the samples can leave Tampa and cross state lines, authorities will first have to get a court order, which still has not been granted. Doug Smith, Fox 13 News.
And if the court allows DNA testing on these samples, the results could eventually be put into a nationwide database, and that way they could be shared with other law enforcement agencies investigating unsolved crimes. So we're going to follow this closely. I know Doug will
There will
tell
be
us
more.
what happens.
There will be more.